Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Henry. We are located at Saskman Lake today in Port Moody. Bunsen Lake is really close where the whole diving for trash thing started. Normally we drive down and just park down at the beach, but unfortunately it's the summertime and the park gets way too busy for us to park down there. So loaded all of my dive gear, Dennis gear, Leanne's dive gear. Clayton's meeting me here and he's bringing his boat for the free divers. So we're going to load up all the dive gear and then I'll drive down, drop off the gear and then park up here. Right. So anyway, working with Metro Vancouver's cooperation today. So awesome of them to allow us to go down to the beach. But yeah, no, it's awesome. Let me take you down to the beach while we're waiting for the rest of the guys. Man, this is the southern end of White Pine Beach. There's sort of two beach area. And man, it's pretty. It's cool out today. It's like probably only like 12 degrees or something like that, which is nice. But yeah, check out the cool beach here. So my plan is I'm going to take my scooter. I'm going to go over to the floating walkway, which is right off in the distance there. Oh, can you see that? Whoa. So those guys that are fishing, I'm going to scooter over that way, 600 meters away. Yeah, long-time followers of the channel. You guys have seen this before, so we're just going to go in there and see what we can find. All right, see you guys in the water. Oh, the rain's coming. We got to unload our gear quick. So Clayton's got his boat there for the free divers. Dennis is already dressing. And I'm just going to transport the dive gear down to the water and off we go. So before I can start my dive, I've got to scooter across the lake to my starting point so I can save my breathing gas. My surface scooter to my starting point, I ran across these open water swimmers, probably training for a triathlon. Man, these guys were fast. They were actually overtaking me as I'm scooting across.
All right, thanks guys. Yeah, once you see my bubbles move away, you're all good. Cheers.
So basically, as you can see here, my plan is to descend from the floating walkway and then scooter back underwater towards my starting point. It's around 45 to 55 feet of depth, and then immediately start running into trash underneath the floating walkway. And one of the funnier things that I picked up is this little AirPod. And I ran into it and I opened it just to see if the actual AirPods were in it. And check this out, the green light came on. I'm like, oh crap, I've never actually had something turn on that deep in the water before. This black part here, I ran into some problems because I realized that my dive gear itself wasn't set up properly. And I had to actually keep swimming, knowing very well that I have a finite amount of gas and I gotta keep working. And so what I was doing is I was swimming forward with no light, and I had actually removed my dive gear from my body to fix the entanglement that I had in my dive gear. Just in real time, it took me about 4 minutes, a little over 4 minutes of continuous swimming and disassembling my dive gear underwater and putting it back onto my body. It's so you imagine like basically if you had a backpack on and then you had to take your backpack off and then reconfigure the backpack and then put it back on. It was actually very awkward, and I actually absolutely enjoyed it because I enjoyed challenges underwater. The more multitasking that I have to do, the more accomplishment I feel, and it's basically a stress test. So you can see here I'm basically picking up a whole bunch of trash as it gets lighter and lighter in the water column because I'm getting shallower and shallower, just picking up a ton of trash. I swam past so many beer cans in that dark water moment, but I couldn't pick them up because I was trying to deal with my dive gear and then continuously swim forward. So there must have been just thousands of beer cans that I left because I wasn't able to retrieve them. So this is actually a super fun dive for me. I was under a tremendous amount of stress, but I absolutely enjoyed it. So it was 650 meter scooter for me one way, so it was like over 1.2 kilometers. Apparently, according to the swimming guys, it's 1.4 kilometers. So that's pretty close. Clayton is around the corner over there, so I can't see him. But yeah, this is what we got so far, pushing a couple 100 pounds. So I'm sure he'll have a lot more. So you guys saw in the video there, this AirPod that I found, it's like the light came on. So let's see if this turns on. Yep, there's the light. It's working. Well, the free divers are back in. Let's see what they got.
20 on the surface and about 13 double O.
Is it impressive?
Maybe carry
Oh, that's pretty good.
Is that a crazy thing to do?
That's not that heavy.
That's pretty good. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
I was kind of thinking you're going to get it right to the brim.
I was trying, man. We decided to go across the lake over there, though. So we swam like that side and then just swam back. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad thing.
That's decent.
But
Do we just weigh the whole boat?
with all the water in it.
All right, there we go. That's the pile. That's a decent look, eh? Got some plastic bags, 370 beer cans, plus the glass bottles, random bits of garbage, wires or cables. Got some paddles.
Yeah. And that's kind of
And those radios came from the camp across the lake. We've done cleanup there before too. Oh, a pair of Vipers, that's a keeper. These two phones probably work, or we can get them back to the owners. Got some sunnies. We're just documenting for Patty Aware. And some plastic containers as well too. I think we're probably close to like 300 pounds of garbage here. All right, you guys, that was a fun one. Probably close to 300 pounds. We haven't added it up yet, so but got the whole team out. Good job, Clay. And thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. Look at this beautiful lake. Lovely. It's so fun to see those swimmers on there. Man, those swimmers are fast. Holy cow, they were passing me on the water. All right, see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. Have a good one, guys.